Hey, good evening. My name is Vishnu, and I'm I'm second year student. I'm here to actually talk about my my how do I say my assignment, which is based on introduction to business management, and the company that I chose is basically World Wrestling Federation Corporation, which is located in U.S. So Cincinnati, U.S. So basically, I chose this company because I've been watching this company since I was small, and I grew up with watching this company grow, and just like I was like kids were watching cartoons and and animes. So and and WWE as branches from all across the world. Like for example, in China, they have a performance China center in China. They have they have their own and they have the smaller branch within UK. They have performance centers in Canada. They have performance centers in UAE, and they are also planning to actually open up performance centers in a performance center in actually in Mumbai, India. So the country that I chose for this for WWE to actually step foot firmly is Germany. Why? Because Germany shares some similar values with US, and it's much more easier to integrate into the German culture. And also because Germany is also a first world country, and many migrants are moving over there, so it's much more easier and it's much more conducive for WWE to move in, and they can actually expand on their talent base and expand on their globalization project with establishing themselves in Germany. So WWE was founded by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He he was a revolutionary where he started this concept of pro wrestling by actually videotaping pro wrestling matches, basically by this predetermined matches where we will know who's going to win, who's going to lose. So the bad guy is going to be the heel, the good guy is going to be the baby face. So it's eventually going to be this this feud between these two, and it will culminate in a big match, in a big event. Like they have in WWE, they have four main big events like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. So back in those days, they would actually raise the feud up to these main four events. And on the other, uh, recently they introduced monthly events just to increase the quantity, since WWE has already become a publicly traded company. So thank you. Okay, right now I'm going to actually mention and explain about the strategies that I needed to actually penetrate the German market. A strategy is basically an important plan to attain these long-term, short-term goals and the long-term goals, which comes in the form of mission and vision, so that the company can achieve its objectives. So the first, in order to how do I say, in order to establish itself firmly in Germany. So the first form of strategy is basically in the form of joint venture. So by joint venture, basically is when two is a business arrangement where two or more parties agree to invest their resources into one purpose. So in this sense, that two different companies, they're coming together to achieve a a common goal, a common objective. So that would actually increase the likelihood of success in penetrating into the market. Great. The main advantage that you get from joint venture is that you once you combine two different companies into one set of objectives, you get two different types of thought mixing into one. So this will actually create a new types of skills, knowledge, and capacity to actually to actually reach new heights into the market and be successful. Now, the disadvantage for joint venture is that it it is very weak. So since it's based on two different firms, the communication will not be that clear as when you are under one firm. When you're under one firm, it's the hierarchy would be fixed. When you have two different firms join, how do I say, making a partnership, making a venture together, you have two different sets of worldviews, and each of them won't have the same type of communications, and this might lead to miscommunication, and it might eventually lead to the dissolvement of the whole venture. Yes. For for the for the second strategy is that strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is an agreement between two companies to perform a mutually beneficial project which retains its independence. So basically, while while two companies join together, but they are still independent companies. So it does not merge to become one company. In fact, it's two companies reaching towards a single goal. So that is the function of strategic alliance. And the advantages of strategic alliance is that it the advantages of strategic alliances would actually lead to benefits for all parties in organizational, economic, strategic, and political advantages. Whereas the disadvantages of strategic partnership is that it's vulnerable. So basically, your partner may take advantage of the whole situation, and he could actually sabotage the whole alliance by actually, since you guys are sharing information, the information can be manipulated. As for the third strategy is management contract. A management contract is basically a type of outsourcing agreement where you hire a third party called a management company to manage a project, function, or work department for you. So for example, you might have a management company take over the marketing or bookkeeping on the company's behalf. So the advantages of the advantages of the advantages of management contract is that it saves time and resources. So if your business is small, a management contract can save time in resources and in handing over operational control to the third party to handle all of these, all of the main functions. So for in terms of marketing or bookkeeping. So in terms of disadvantages, it's loss of main control, because you've given the third party more power towards the whole firm. So you kind of lose this say of power, and you kind of lose the power of information. So this is a disadvantage of management contract. So for the last strategy is franchising. Franchising is basically in which is a relationship between in which a franchisor provides a license privilege to the franchise to do business and offer assistance in organizing, training, merchandising, and marketing in return for monetary consideration. The advantages of franchising is that risk of failure is reduced because it's guaranteed by a bigger company. And the disadvantage of franchising is that it's higher legal expense, because you're actually hiring a bigger firm to actually support you. So these are the four main strategies on how WWE Corporation can actually enter into German market. And in conclusion, I hope WWE could succeed in penetrating and being victorious in the German market. Thank you.